Hey, this is the World Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is a particular YouTuber slash TikToker that I absolutely cannot stand. A person by the name of onlyjayus. So for this video, I'm going to discuss her, and the two main things I'm going to discuss for this video are first and foremost, how she made a fool of herself, or more specifically, how she just made a fool of herself, just really made a fool of herself in all honesty. And secondly, a bit of an inspirational advice for the youth out there. Okay, so let's get started with the first point. My problem with only JS, or just in general, why I think she's whack, for that matter. The truth of the matter is, why I think only JS is whack is simply due to the fact that TikTok, which is a website that only became popular because a lot of women were doing dance moves and stuff, which a lot of the music they were listening to, most, if not all, was either two main things: black music, directly black music, or black inspired music, and how that is really what took TikTok off in the first place, from being a website that no one really even really watched, really, for that matter, because even when you look and do research on TikTok, it wasn't until they started becoming associated with trends, people, guess what, actually started watching and following TikTok, which of course over time that built it up as a website and made it a website that people actually went on. So the truth of the matter is, for her to really be extremely racist, because, like, holy crap, the things she said. It wasn't even like, oh, she said the N word like 10 or so years ago. It wasn't even that long after she became successful. And she just didn't even just say like the N word either. She was just being extremely racist. She said this person is an N word lover, and all that type of stuff, and was just being extremely disrespectful to people clearly who are of color, specifically black people, to be more specific. She was saying some extremely racist stuff, okay, to put it bluntly. And when someone confronted her about it, she got angry and got really agitated and acted up, which I find is so silly because, like, as I already pointed out before, if it wasn't for a lot of that on TikTok, which actually it's still like that to this very day. How many times you hear people that actually listen to rock music, anymore, for that matter? Like, no, rock music hasn't been popular. A lot of the reason why it's not popular is because it's alienated a huge portion of the population, particularly with it's not even just due to association with white people. It's just a lot of them are disrespectful, a lot of them are rude, a lot of them, pretty much everything that's not rock, they hate. They're extremely disrespectful to rap a lot of times. And more specifically, of course, the big issue here is it's not what your personal preferences are. It's just how extremely racist a lot of them have been historically when it comes to talking about black people. So just in general, so a lot of the stuff that happens is kind of their own fault for that. But either way, the truth of the matter is that no one's really listening to going on TikTok for dance moves and this and that, for rock songs, or just other genres. They're doing on there more specifically for rap music and R&B, to be even more specific. Okay? So for her to really be profiting off of a website that is only really became popular mainly for that specific reason, just makes it look bad and just kind of silly, in all honesty, for her to really act that way and just carry on that way in the first place, especially as someone who also falls in the LGBTQ community, which is a community that has historically been discriminated against, because she's definitely gay. Even a boyfriend she had looked like a female, for all that matter. So the truth of the matter is, she clearly is gay. She clearly is gay, and she has shown that she's gay. So for her to be disrespectful to us black people, like, I don't see what the fuss is about. I don't get me wrong. I just also want to mention this point here. I'm not racist. I'm not anti-white or anything. I think all communities of people have made their contribution to society. It's just that we don't get acknowledged for it. And just in general, the way she did things, it was just disrespectful in all honesty. And that's really what I have to say here. That's my issue with her in all honesty, to be quite honest. So that's the first point. The second point, when it comes to talking about this person known as onlyjayus, is simply due to is simply the fact of the matter. When it comes to speaking to Black youth in particular, is that this is something we are going to have to start learning how to do. Okay, we are, because a lot of times when you say this stuff, people think you're one of those Black Panther types, you know, like those Black revolutionary groups and stuff, who want to start a race war, or or start shooting white people and all that type of stuff. It's not, I'm not into any of that type of foolishness. To be quite honest with you, I'm not that type of person. What I'm more focused on, if anything, actually, this is the complete opposite of that, and what actually prevent things like that from happening is that we need to start acknowledging the things we have accomplished. Like, just in general, to sum up what my point is, do not in life, if you have something, let people disrespect you. And that's the biggest problem a lot of people in our community do. We're the only community of people that can set up websites and have things where we get disrespected by. Okay, I know everyone who's watching this video, at least if a lot of people watch this video, or anyone for that matter, is Black. But the truth of the matter, if you're Black and you're watching this video, just remember, like, do not in life just let people disrespect you. Don't just, like, in life, if you have something, that people disrespect you and say, "Oh, you guys are this, you guys are that," when you are the ones who pretty much started it, if anything. Who started something, in all honesty, for that matter. Even look at popular music. Popular music, pretty much, as we know it today, is based off of jazz. And jazz was definitely influenced highly, and it's not just highly, was created by Black people. So why do we still get disrespected for something we pretty much kind of started? I'm not one of those people to say, like, "Oh, well, we started rock music or this or that," but I don't know if we did, but I definitely do know popular music like jazz was pioneered by African Americans. So why do we still get disrespected in a lot of cases and just take it? So that's what my point is here. Like, don't just let people disrespect you like that and just say things and this and that and carry on. Defend yourself, in all honesty. Defend yourself. Don't let people disrespect you. Just like if if I'm a Black person and I have a lot of things I've accomplished, and I'm next to this white person who hasn't really done anything, for that matter, with their lives, why should I, as a person, feel less than them just because, oh, their ancestor did this or their ancestor did that? Like, who cares at this point? He's just now just a loser who doesn't really do anything with his life. So why should I feel automatically less than anyone else just for that reason? Oh, he's white. Well, guess what? I actually worked hard. I actually did what I needed to do in life. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an alcoholic or anything like that. Like that, like, let's just say that white guy might be. Why should I feel less than them? And that's what I'm trying to get at here. And this is what I'm talking about our community needs to do. I'm not anti-white or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, we are gonna have to stop taking this type of disrespect. So anyway, this is my video. Yes, you can clearly tell, I'm not happy with the onlyjayus situation. And but anyway, this is my video. If you like this video and like videos like this, I talk about politics, the world, and all that type of stuff, remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And this is all I have to say. I know it's not what I normally cover, but I'm just not happy with what she did and how disrespectful she was. Anyway, this is my video, and this is all I have to say, and simply put it, later.